Remember those reports by BBC where they wished for crores of deaths in India due to COVID? Remember the articles screaming fraud and useless when Indian vaccines were launched in response to COVID? Now it turns out that BBC, with its erroneous reporting on other vaccines, contributed in deaths of at least 2 million people across Europe in the COVID pandemic, something that was neither anticipated nor even natural. Namaste and welcome to TFIPost. This is Piyush Balda, and let's delve into the controversial claims surrounding the BBC's role and examine the potential consequences of its reporting. Recent claims suggest that the BBC's erroneous reporting during the COVID-19 pandemic may have contributed to deaths of millions of people across Europe. Startling claims have emerged accusing the BBC of causing deaths of more than 2 million people in Europe due to its alleged fake reporting during the pandemic. These accusations stem from reports suggesting that the BBC downplayed the dangers of mRNA COVID-19 vaccines and censored dissenting voices that challenged the official narrative. It is important to analyze these claims objectively and seek the truth amidst the chaos. To combat the rampant misinformation circulating online, the United Kingdom established the Ministry of Truth in 2019 with the BBC at its helm. The ministry aims to regulate and control the information flow by establishing rigid standards and guidelines for news organizations. While the intention was noble to ensure the dissemination of accurate information, concerns arose about potential biases and limitations on the free speech. Some critics argue that the Ministry of Truth's approach may have inadvertently restricted the diversity of voices and perspectives. One of the key allegations against the BBC is its supposed suppression of scientists and experts who challenged the official narratives surrounding the pandemic. Dissenting voices faced consequences ranging from job losses to publication restrictions. Critics argue that this stifling of independent research hindered scientific progress and prevented the exploration of alternative viewpoints, potentially resulting in a lack of critical analysis. Such suppression of dissent can have serious ramifications on the public health decisions and the overall understanding of the pandemic. That's basically 1984 played live. Official figures from EuroMOMO, which includes data from 28 European countries, reveal a significant number of excess deaths during the pandemic. These figures highlight that over 690,000 excess deaths in Europe by November 2022, with a staggering total of 1.8 million excess deaths since the rollout of the COVID-19 vaccine. The allegations against the BBC gain weight when considering its past reporting patterns. Accusations of biased reporting, predictions of high mortality rate that did not materialize, and insinuations that countries like India were hiding the true extent of the pandemic have left many questioning the credibility of the organization. The public, especially in Europe, demands answers from the BBC regarding their reporting practices and their potential impact on public health and safety. Given the gravity of the accusations, it is imperative that a transparent investigation takes place. A thorough examination of the BBC's reporting during the pandemic, including its coverage of vaccine safety and dissenting opinions, will help shed light on the veracity of the claims made against the organization. This investigation should aim to identify any shortcomings or biases in reporting and, if necessary, recommend corrective measures to ensure accurate and balanced journalism. Notably, this was the same BBC that predicted extremely high mortality rate and millions of COVID cases in India by 2021. Even when the results were stark opposite, they insinuated that India is hiding the real numbers. Now it looks like BBC has a lot to answer to, especially the denizens of Europe.